Did you know that recycling one aluminum can saves enough energy to run a TV for 3 hours, or the equivalent of half a gallon of gas, or that to produce each week's Sunday newspapers, 500,000 trees must be cut down? Do you recycle? If not, why? I always knew recycling was a good thing to do, but did not actually start until I did a little research and discovered how much it can really affect the environment in a positive way. Recycling is a very simple way to help the environment and keep the planet sustainable for future generations. Many different materials can be recycled, and I would like to share with you some of the benefits of recycling each. I will give you statistics on the impact it has on the environment to recycle some of these materials, as well as a little history in recycling. I would also like to discuss how recycling is preferable to landfilling. Recycling is the process of collecting, separating, and remanufacturing used or waste products into new usable materials. Although it has gained attention in the last couple of decades, the concept has been around for thousands of years when things like swords, pots, and other metal items were melted down and made into coins, statues, and household items in ancient times. Many different materials can be recycled. The most widely recycled material is aluminum. It is most often recycled in the form of beverage cans, but other types can also be recycled, like gutters and lawn furniture. An aluminum can be recycled and back in use within 60 days. There is no limit on the amount of times that aluminum can be recycled, and with us using over 80 billion soda cans a year, recycling can have a major impact in this area. Paper is another big recyclable material. Recycling a single run of Sunday's New York Times could save 75,000 trees. If all of our newspaper was recycled, we could save about 250 million trees a year. And if every American recycled just a tenth of their newspapers, we could save about 25 million trees a year. And the amount of wood and paper that we throw away each year is enough to heat 50 million homes for 20 years. Plastic is one of the other major recyclable materials next to aluminum and paper. Americans use 2.5 million plastic bottles every hour and throw most of them away. Recycling plastic saves twice as much energy as burning it in an incinerator, so it's the obvious choice. Other common recyclable materials are glass, which can stay in the landfill up to 4,000 years, cardboard, oil, tires, batteries, and styrofoam. Americans throw away 25 billion styrofoam coffee cups a year. Recycling uses less energy than producing new materials, which not only conserves natural resources, but also reduces pollution. Recycling is good for the economy as well as the environment. The more people recycle, the cheaper it gets, and a recycling center, if ran well, costs less to operate than waste collection or landfilling operations. Recycling has created 1.1 million jobs in the United States alone, and it creates 4 jobs for every 1 created in the waste management industry. Recycling protects U.S. manufacturing jobs while reducing the need for landfills. On average, it costs $65 to $75 per ton to incinerate trash, $50 to send it to a landfill, but only $30 per ton to recycle. Recycling can be done in other forms as well, having yard sales, donating to charities such as the Goodwill or Salvation Army. Items such as clothing, furniture, children's items, and appliances could all be used by other people. Participating in a recycling program varies by the area in which you live. Many major cities provide curbside pickup, like garbage collection, but in our area we must take our recyclables to a collection center, and there are many conveniently located. Other parts of the recycling process are buying materials made from recycled content, and always buying a product packaged in recyclable material as opposed to one that is not. So even if you do not think you can recycle everything you possibly use, you can start out small with plastic bottles, bags, or aluminum cans. Maybe start a neighborhood recycling program where you and your neighbors take turns being responsible for turning in the materials to make it easier. Today we've learned a lot about how much recycling can help the environment and the economy. We have talked about the many different types of items that can be recycled. Please consider the negative impact landfills have on our environment and the amount of energy that can be saved by recycling many common items that you use every day. Take a moment to stop and think if the time and energy it would take you to collect and turn in your recycling is worth the time and energy you will be giving back to the planet. Thank you.